the top at 6, we begin with the latest on Tropical Depression Fred as it brushes Cuba's eastern coastline and makes its way towards Florida.
And Fred is expected to drop several inches of rain on South Florida this weekend. Here's a live look now at Mallory Square in Key West, where they are keeping a very close watch on the skies. The Florida Keys are now under a tropical storm watch.
And Fred is expected to bring a whole lot of rain. Your weather authority has you covered. So let's start with Chief Certified Meteorologist Betty Davis.
Good afternoon. The forecast from the National Hurricane Center showing that some isolated amounts of areas could see up to 8 inches of rainfall from Fred across South Florida and the Keys. But let's get you up to speed on what the 5 p.m. advisory shows us. And it pretty much shows us what we've seen all afternoon. And that is a system that is poorly organized. Tropical Depression Fred, winds of 35 miles per hour, moving west-northwest at 12 miles per hour. No huge changes in the forecast track. Still forecast, by the way, to intensify to a hurricane, re-strengthen to a hurricane as we head toward late Friday, approaching South Florida as such. I'm sorry, did I say hurricane? I did. Tropical storm. That is what I meant to say. Tropical storm, pardon me. So approaching as a weak tropical storm. Bottom line, it's near our area on Saturday, dumping rain over us. And with that, let me bring in our hurricane specialist, Bryan Norcross, to talk more about this system. Bryan?
Betty, it's just barely a tropical depression right now. Take a look at the system here on the satellite. To be a tropical depression, technically the thunderstorm should be wrapping around the center. You see them kind of flaring up here to the right of the center and way up in here. So the point is that it's just a very weak system, and when it's weak like this, not well developed, it really doesn't have any immediate potential to get any stronger. So National Hurricane Center is keeping it as a weak system here as it moves along the Cuban coast. Then we get to this area up here between Cuba and the Keys, and this is where we have very deep warm water. So the system's going to have fuel to maybe intensify a little bit. The only question is, will the atmosphere allow it to intensify or not? And when we look at the new model that's just come in, we see that the winds that are blowing over top of it in that area early on Saturday, so this is in the very early morning hours of Saturday, are not as concentrated and strong as they were on the previous run of this. So Hurricane Center is saying maybe they let up enough that with the fuel, the system can become a tropical storm. That's why we have the tropical storm watch in effect for the Keys, but it is not expected to have anywhere near enough time to get very strong at all. And then on the west coast of the state, they're going to have to watch it. Bottom line is here, we have rain in the forecast, lots of moisture coming along, and gusty showers. Looks like Saturday would be the gustiest day. All right, guys, back to you.
Okay, good to know. Thank you, Bryan. And remember, you can get up-to-date information with our free Max Tracker app. You can download it now on your smartphone.